Okay, here we go, folks. Oh my goodness gracious me. Oh, he's already here. So, do I have no right to complain about, you know, toxic perks and all that, and how, wow! Well, I took Nightfall from him. So tell me again. Go ahead. Tell me yet again. Tell me how unfair it is to be a killer. And I get it. They could have and should have been on a jet. I do. I genuinely get it. But I gotta know. Like, I got to know. Like, what exactly... See, it's just working his regen, doing his stuff. I hate it. That was on me. What did you think was going to happen there, Fane? Are you really? You're going to do that? And then he gets Nightfall. You see? You see how unfair it is to be a killer? You see how unfair it is? Look, I got a gen done. He's probably living. He's probably like, what was that? How dare they? They got a gen done. Don't they know that I'm trying to have fun? It's frustrating. It's really, it's just all the more frustrating. Gotta run away from the survivors. What are you doing, thing? You were never gonna get that unhooked. And yeah, this is a part of the problem. I get it. I get it. This is a part of the problem. Survivors just not doing their thing. Where you going, Timmy? Of course. So glad they fixed faults, aren't you? You know, like, again, like this Dredge, he's doing a great job. He's really, really doing an amazing job. And I want him to know that. He's doing fantastic. But if he's sitting there complaining about how hard it is to... That's all I'm saying. Homeboy's sitting there thinking like, oh wow, this is so unfun. What are you doing, lady? I don't know. What do you want to do? See, all I can do is play hide and seek. And you're like, wow, this is so boring. That I'm just trying to play a game. I'm just earnestly trying to feel like I competed in something. And you're mad that you don't... There he goes. I don't know where she is. Really? Really? Don't do it, lady. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Why would you do that? Like, what was your goal? Like, I don't understand. I guess I guess she just wants out. There it is, folks. So I just, you know, I'm an energetic guy. I'm a passionate thinker. That's a loud scream. I'm an energetic guy, and I'm passionate about what I think. Great game. And it was a great game. Also loved the profile picture. But that's, you know, that's a... I lose 56% of the time. That's my 4th loss in a row. I'm 1-6. And I'm not claiming I played perfectly. But my complaint, and yeah, Noed, like, what was it, like, what did he need Noed for? There was 1 gen done. Like, that makes no sense. Anyway, my point is, it's really, really irritating. It's really, really, like, honestly, it's hurtful to say, like, hey, great game, person, you did well. And for them to come back and be like, oh, the game would have been more fun if you died sooner. It would have been more fun if I won by 1,000, if I got a 4K 5 gen. Like, it's not enough for me to win. I need to win easy. And I'm just trying to win it all. And yeah, I have those blissful nights where I'm doing well, but they're so rare. We're like, oh my goodness, this is one of those nights. And we're like super stoked. Now, again, like, it's a team game, and when the members of the team aren't playing optimally, you know what, the killer's gonna win. But my point is not that I lose a lot. I gotta get better. My frustration is when someone wins and they still want to complain. I probably complain a lot because I lose a lot. But I've never once been like, oh man, I can't believe I won that game. It was so stupid that I'm just happy. I'm happy to win because it's unusual. Now, when I'm a killer, I win more than I don't. And when I lose, I'm not sitting there blaming their perks or blaming what's going on. I get frustrated that there's nothing I can do. I say that a lot. But I give them props. I tell them they played a good game. And I don't blame the game, mostly because I know I'm probably going to win the next game. Even now, I win as much as I avoid losing more than anything else. And I don't even use perks. So, if another player in any sport, baseball, basketball, football, any competitive endeavor, Dead by Daylight, if they tell you good game, just say good game, man. Or like, you know, like be excited. I talked to, like, I got beat by a team last night, and they were like, man, that was a close game. I'm like, it really was, man. I thought I had you. I didn't yell at them. I didn't tell them it's their fault for having perks that made it possible for them to survive. They don't do it that often. For me, as a killer, they do it about half the time. So if you're just using Hags data, you're like, wow, it's pretty balanced. It's not balanced because I'm winning half my games without even bringing perks. So I just beg you, please, killer mains, please. You're not the abused individual in this competition. You're not the one being hindered. You're not the one being affronted. Remember, you're the ones thinking of things that should never be possible. just to make the game more interesting, because if you wanted to, you could win 100 games in a row. Man. You got a guy who has 1,000 wins in a row as Blight. You got a young woman with, when I last saw her, she had 290, Roxy, 298 wins in a row with Spirit. I'm trying to win 2 games in a night. This is what it's like to be a survivor in solo queue. And I love the game, I play the game, and I can usually like handle it. But I can't handle it when you beat me, you dominate me, and then you complain about how hard it was because I had multiple opportunities to win a game I was never going to win in the first place. It's ridiculously unkind and unfair and unsympathetic if the manner in which you beat me all the time isn't fun for you and you want to complain about it. That's my point. So if you wanna call me a whiner, well, I guess I'm a whiner. But I feel like that's a very legitimate complaint. If you win most of the time, I don't think you have anything to complain about. You can say things, you can be like, wow, I think this and I think that. You can say, hey, this might make the game more fun. But if you're just outright complaining and you're the one winning all the time, I'm sorry, you're the one who's entitled. That's what entitlement is. Entitlement isn't losing all the time and being angry that you lose all the time. That's frustration. That might even be whiny, if you want to use the term. But entitlement is when you win all the time and you want to win even more easily. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. We'll see you around, guys. It's a losing night. And again, like, if the games happen this way and that's just how they go, then you know, I don't have this level of frustration. I have this level of frustration because I'm 1-4 at that point in time, 1-4, and the killer's like, well, no, I didn't have fun. But you won. Like, what more fun is there? So, you know, at the end of the day, I still have more games, you know, on the night. You know, I'm starting to get there. I'm starting to have that opportunity. But then I go on one of these horrific streaks, and we'll see. We'll see how long this slump lasts. But I'm going to appreciate the wins when I get them, and I'm not going to be angry. Let me explain it. I'm not going to... I'm not angry that I lost. I'm angry that I lost, and the killer complained about how hard it was to beat me. Like, how about man, you guys really, you had a lot, man. You were close, you were right there. You know, something like that. Like, if I were in that person's role, I would have been like, man, that was fun. That was really fun. So, that's all I'm saying. That's it for the night. No Hag tomorrow. We're going to take a break from Hag, and we'll see how that goes. We'll practice with some Nurse, and maybe play a random killer game or two before we dig into some survivors. So hope you all have a great night, and I'll see you around. Bye.